Run. Hey, good morning, loves. Good evening for you, I guess. Good evening. Okay, let's get at it. Cardio time. Cardio. Let me get my other screen set up first. So I'm a little bit more. I like to have a little bit of background noise while I work out. Let's get some of this going on. Oh, let's go back. There we go. All right, let's jump on and give us some cardio. How you doing, loves? How you doing, intellectual soapbox?
There's just one thing you need to make 2022 your best year of guitar yet. It's not more guitar lessons. It's not some miracle guitar course or DVD set. It's definitely not those guitar apps with the.
I'm not doing any kind of challenge or anything. I'm just doing just for myself. Cardio. The weights in the afternoon. Where hair's gone. Hair's wild today. Awesome. Hope glad to hear that. So yesterday I only did 30-minute cardio in the morning. Then I went and did weights in the afternoon. There's only an hour weightlifting session. I did back. And I did 5 back exercises. And then did 1 bicep exercise. So the back, I went to the cable machine. And I did single arm cable pulls, down pulls. Then I went to double straight bar reverse grip pull. And then I did a wide grip bar pull down. That's 1, 2, 3 exercises. Then I went over to the T-row. This was a killer of an exercise routine I did here. I went to the T-row, put on 45 and 35 plate, did 12 reps, put on 10 more pounds, then did 12 more reps, put another 10 on, did 12 more, and then did another 12 on that. So what I did was, I asked the kid that was at the gym, he was kind of between his rest breaks, and I asked him to cut the stack for me. So we had 100 pounds on the T-bar, and I said, I'm going to do 12. I'm going to do 10 to 12 reps, and when I get to the 10 rep mark, I'll either tell you to cut it, you can take the weight off. So I did that, and shredded the weight down to just 45 or just 35 pounds, and I tell you, I was dead. Then from there, I moved over to a machine row, a single arm machine row, and then I ended off with a bicep machine curl. So all my exercises were 5 sets, 12 reps each set, except for the T-row. I pyramided the weight up, and then I cut the stack. So what have you been up to, guys? Loves, I know you said you're doing some YouTubing. That's great. Looking forward to your videos. What's up in the intellectual soapbox? What have you been up to? So I didn't finish off cardio yesterday. I just after my last bicep track or my bicep exercise, I just packed it in and went home. Relaxing, that's the way to have it. That's the way to have it. Relax this weekend. It's supposed to be really bad weather. It's supposed to be rain all weekend. Ah. 4-minute mark, 1 more minute, we'll switch around. Hey, Loves, you missed the ab reveal. Oh, what you eating? Awesome, guys. Connect with each other. That's awesome. Connect, get to know each other. Check each other's channels out. It's all cool here. Ten more seconds and we'll flip it around. Okay, flip it in. Right. Go. What you having for dinner, Loves? Last night I had chicken and rice, broccoli. No, I'm just joking. I never did. I never did. Someday. But I did get the courage enough to sing on YouTube last week. I think it was last week. Chicken with rice and fish. Oh, yeah, I gotta mix mine up a little bit and cook up some fish. I got some fish. I have some haddock, and I have some salmon in the freezer. So I should cook up just to change things up. So usually I'll eat rice and lean ground beef with peppers and onions and broccoli. Yeah, they're very shy. My abs are very shy. Better than what they were a month ago. Put it that way. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was singing on YouTube last week. The first time ever. And I'll probably do it again. Two and a half more minutes this way, guys, and I'm going to continue in this direction for another 5. Then flip it over. So we'll do 10 minutes this direction. Hey, Terry Fitness, awesome to see you, man. Watching some of your videos yesterday. You got some good stuff going on there. I love those workouts. Especially that core workout. You don't need anything but get down on the floor and work that core. I'm huge on working my core because I'm a T12 spinal cord injury, incomplete. So I do have some balance. I get some pretty strong core. But I can only lean over so far before I start to fall. There's my tipping point. So I'm always working my core at the gym. And if you see some of my exercise videos that I do most of my exercises at the end of a weight bench, so I can lock in that core when I'm doing bicep curls, when I'm doing shoulder presses, or arm raises. I'm always locked in my core to keep it strong because I'm able to walk short distances too, and that helps. Having a strong core helps better posture, right, when I'm walking. But yeah, I love the channel. Terry, it's great to connect with you. So 9 minutes in, folks. 9 minutes in. It is 7:17 a.m. here, Atlantic time, Brunswick, Canada. Very sunny out again today. It was cool yesterday, but still, hey, that sun, no snow, loving it. Hey, live life. Whatever makes you happy. But it's not like you're not active, though, loves. I watch your videos. You're very active. That's the main thing. Being active in one way or another that makes you happy, right? And not only physically does this help me, but helps with my mindset as well. So I'll be hitting the gym again today after work, and I think I'm going to do a chest workout today. Today. I did back yesterday with cardio, and I'll do a chest workout. It's very, very busy in there that time of day, though, when I come in to the gym at 4 o'clock. Just hit the 10-minute mark, gang. We're going to go another 5 minutes in this direction. And then I'm going to flip it over and go the opposite. What time zone are you in, Terry? I'm going to increase the tension a little bit for this 5-minute block. Fourth turn. Heart rate's up, shoulders feeling good, body's warmed up. Got you guys to chat with me. Jay Cutler to the left of me. It is Thursday. It's Thursday in the books, and we got Friday in the weekend. I'm attending a paracycling camp this weekend. It's like about 10 minutes away from me. This first session is tomorrow night. I'm going to take some video. First session is tomorrow night. It's basically setting you up properly for a hand cycle. One of the fancy dancy ones that you race with. So it's way more advanced than my old bike that I have. So they get set up with that. They have their opening talk and all that stuff, which is great. And then the Saturday session, they have Saturday session for biking, I think from 12 to 4. Where again, you get, if you didn't get set up Friday, you get set up again on Saturday, and then you go for a bike ride. But man, the weather is going to be crappy, from what I heard. So I wonder if they're going to have it inside, this inside track. Oh, we'll just find out, I guess. "13 minutes in." Had a little early stretch this morning on the. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Yeah, I'm going to take some video of the bike and the hand cycles that are going to have. Like what I see in the picture, they're the racing style. So you're basically laying flat on the bike, which is flat, pretty much flat on the ground. What I see in the pictures. Now, if that's what they're going to have there, I don't know. Whatever they have there is going to be a lot newer and fancier than the bike I have. My bike is 24 years old. It's like one of the first Varna hand cycles in Canada that were made with the first generation hand cycle. I bought it out in BC, British Columbia. And I tell you, I love it though. I have no, I don't have any desire to upgrade to a new bike. I love that bike. I can go on road, I can go on pavement, I can go on sidewalks, I can go on crushed gravel, I can go down bike trails. To a certain degree, bike trails, you know. But yeah, I can get off into the woods and do all that stuff. So I'm happy with that bike. I don't need to go super fast. I don't need to race. And with the tires the new bikes have, they're really thin tires, like my wheelchair. And mostly made for the road. For the road, right? But man, you get crazy going on those roads. You sit so low to the ground, that you get run over. You know, people backing out their driveways, people chatting on their cell phones. So I always stay on the sidewalk, or there's a paved walking trail that we have that goes all around the city, up and down the river. It's beautiful. I'm going to take you guys up for a bike ride there someday on a live bike ride in the Fredericton and around the trail system. It's just absolutely beautiful, especially in the morning like this morning where it's not hot out, there's no bugs, the sun is beaming, blue skies. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous downtown. Oh, switch. Switch, take some clothing off, get warm, well warmed up now. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, biking downtown for beautiful. I'll teach you guys out on a live some Saturday or Sunday morning. Yeah, I'm really happy with my bike. I'm not going to trade that in at all. Because I was biking with a couple friends that had hand cycles, and they had the newer style with the thin tires, made specifically for on the road. But two different occasions, both those guys with the new fancy bikes, their bikes broke down. Flat tires, tire came off the rim, that kind of stuff, and I was just like, that sucks. And I never ever had a problem with my old Varna. Never. Knock on wood. That doesn't happen to me now. You get stranded. You watch. All right, well warmed up now. The heart is pumping. Going to increase my tension just a little bit. A little more tension on the bike. And if Terry, you're sticking around, and Charles, you're still here at the end of my workout. I think a lot of you've seen my bike going over. I did a review of the hand cycle. If you all want to stick around, I'll do a little quick review of my hand cycle here. My arm, or whatever you want to call it. It's a matrix. It's a matrix crank cycle. One of the best exercise equipment purchases I think I've made. Austin Charles. What you want me asking? What do you do for like being active? To keep active, what do you do? If you don't mind sharing. If you don't, that's okay. I respect that. And if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. Anything you want me to try. If you have new exercises for me to try, I'm always up for that. I'm open. I go watch people at the gym, especially the personal trainers, because there's like probably 4 or 5 of them. Maybe not that many. It's probably, well, we have 4 or 5 of them at any given time circulating around the gym with a client, they're training, and I'll watch to see what they're doing, because I'll pick up tips and I'll look at the different exercises they're doing and say, hey, I'll try that. I'll do that exercise. That's a good one. So kind of like eavesdropping a little bit, but I'm getting some, weightlifting tips and stuff. So it's good. More watching though at what they're doing. Hitting that 20-minute mark, I'm going to go another 5 minutes in this direction. We're going to go for 35. Let's see, let's go for, what do we got for time here? Let's go pull off 40 minutes. Well, I'd like to take you guys out in the kitchen. I'm going to make some eggs, I'm going to make some coffee. I had an awful time making coffee yesterday, guys. I tried 2 attempts with this new Keurig machine that I got. And I failed because I forgot to put the Keurig cup in the little compartment. First time, I guess it's a duo. You can make a pot of coffee, and you can make a single Keurig cup, right? So for some reason, I hit the button to make a pot of coffee. So nothing but water came down, hot water came down in the pot. I was like, all right. So I poured the water back in the Keurig. Put had the mug there, hit the button for the 12-ounce cover. Nothing but water came out again. I was like, what is going on? So I put the water back in the Keurig, but then all of a sudden the light bulb went on. So I should say the light bulb was off the whole time. The light bulb went on. Keurig cup. I forgot to put the coffee in the machine. So, 3rd time's the charm. Put the coffee in the machine, bang, had my coffee. So, it felt like a Monday morning. That coffee was so good. Okay, I'm going to increase the tension just a little bit. A little quarter return. You can hear the machine gear down. This is chain driven. So the tensioner inside. That will create resistance on that chain. Sounds like a chain anyways. I haven't actually looked inside it. But there's a machine here. We have the exact same one at the gym I go to. And it seriously needs some maintenance. And it's the chain or whatever's inside is rattling against the side of the machine right here. And it's an awful, awful noise. And this sounds like a chain. Hello, B. How's it going? Nice to see ya. 21 minutes into this cardio workout. You can see I'm lifting a lot of weights alongside my wall. I moved all those out to the garage on Sunday. Set up my garage gym. And I did a short on that on Sunday. My garage gym set up. Go take a peek. And I will eventually do a workout in there. It looks pretty right now. But I will get a workout in. Just when I was setting it up on Sunday, wow. Like that whole day, the bugs were so bad, like the mosquitoes. I never went back out to see if I could work out or not with the bugs. But I was out yesterday morning, in this morning, and there's no bugs at all. It was just that perfect temperature where it's just too cool for them to come out. But I could see like another hour as it warms up, all the mosquitoes coming out. But at like 6:30 this morning, it was beautiful out there. Whew. Like I'm watching some workout videos here, Jake Cutler TV, and he visits different gyms around Las Vegas area, and I see some of the machines that they use out there. I'd be like, I kind of like want to travel there to try out some of those machines because I've never seen anything like it before. There's some great. They're doing like there's a shoulder fly machine they're working out on now, and it's pretty cool. Need to work on core breathing. Yeah, speeders are full force. Yeah, I always work on core. It's so important, like my core, being in a wheelchair for great posture, and I do get up and walk once in a while, so it helps with walking. One more minute in this direction, and we're gonna flip it over. Yeah. Oh. 10 more minutes, 10 more seconds here. I'll flip it over. And we'll go, I'll bike right till 7:45. That should take me to about close to 40 minutes. We'll see if I just stretch it out. Okay, shake it out. Let's rotate this, baby. Let's go. So I did some stretching this morning already. Wasn't planning stretching. I actually fell out of my chair. I was gathering the garbage. It's garbage day today, right? So I always take the garbage down to the curb. So I was zooming around the house collecting the garbage because I wanted to get that out. They come early now. They come at like 8 o'clock in the morning to collect garbage. Anyway, I was zooming around the house to get that collected, take down the curb because I wanted to do a live cardio and I wanted to start around 7 o'clock, 7:05 that time. And I was zooming around the house. And one of the routes I took in our living room, I cut between the couch and the lazy boy chair, zip around, and there was a extension cord laying across the floor to one of my kids' computers. So there must have been like, they had it hooked up to the TV for something. And I didn't see that extension cord, and I hit that extension cord, and I came to a dead stop, and then I flew out of my chair. It's kind of like a slow motion ejection out of my chair. Oh, it was good. I fell gracefully. If you can, there are proper ways to fall if you're falling under your wheelchair. If you have time to do it, if you know you're going to go out of your chair, there's I learned myself a certain way to fall so you don't hurt your wrists, bang your knees. But there's sometimes we get taken by surprise where you have no choice but to flop down on your stomach or your knees hit first. Because sometimes you can't control it. But I'll do that's a good video right there, falling out of your wheelchair. Different ways. I don't know. I do a lot of work though. Falling out 3 or 4 times to get back up. I'll have to wait till I get finish sheet. Yeah, so I fell face first down the living room floor. And then while I was there, I rolled over on my back and I see a spider on the ceiling. And then I said, hey, I'm on the floor. Might as well stretch a little bit. So I did some stretching with my lower body. Well, I was there for about 5 minutes stretching, and then I decided to get back up. Finish collecting the garbage. That was my morning, and now cardio. So that's my morning so far. Just another day apparently, folks. Approach the 30-minute mark here. I'm going to increase the tension a little bit. We're going to go right to 7:45. Whatever time that gives me, I'll let you know. It's just I want to get up there and I got to make some breakfast and coffee with you guys before I have to go to work. That's one of the great things is I work from home, right? And I roll out of bed, get the kids out of bed and off to school, and come on here and jump into my morning cardio. That gets me set for the day. And yeah, it's great working from home. I don't have to reheat my food. I don't have to go to any cafeteria. I don't have to drink any cafeteria coffee, make my own coffee. And yeah, all my food's fresh that I eat. No packaging containers or anything like that. So that's great. If I need to go stretch, I can just go stretch anywhere. If I want to do an hour workout or go for a bike ride, I can on my hand cycle. So that's really awesome. I want to go from floor to chair, just need more time. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to build that up, build that strength up. You get in there. There's different ways too, James. I remember one time, or sorry, Charles, I was taught a certain way that when I was going through rehab, to stay in Cassidy. But I mean, I was taught a way back then, 24 years ago. I still can't do it that way. I just can't do it. My body mechanically is just not able to do it because of my chair height and how tall I am and how short my arms are. Like, I don't have enough leverage in my arms to push myself up to get my butt over just over that seat to push myself back. I just can't do it. Now, when the cushion is off, or if my chair is down 2 inches or so, I probably could swing my butt up to do it that way. But typically, what I do is if I'm on the floor, I'll roll over on my hands and knees, and I'll grab the chair here, put my hand here, and pop myself up, over and in. So I find that the best way for myself. Yeah, practice. You'll get there, James. Oh, why do I keep calling you James? Charles, sorry, buddy. Sorry, you'll get there. Just practice. And conditioning, like doing some workouts, strength and conditioning. That's a great goal to set. Okay, 30 minutes, folks. We'll switch it around. I think we can get 35 and 36 in there. I'll just round it off to 40. So I'm going to put the tension down just a little bit in this direction, but I'll slowly increase it. I don't like starting off really, really hard. I don't want to put that strain on the muscles in this direction because you use your smaller shoulder muscles. You're engaging your smaller muscles in the shoulders for this direction. But once I get going, I'm going to increase the tension. Just a little bit. There we go. Just so I get a little momentum. Because I don't want to start at that stop. But it's really hard. But that's when I find when I do that, I'll tweak something in the shoulder. Ooh, Yeah, so this morning when I fell out of my chair, that's how I got back in. I just rolled over on my hands and knees, and then I roll over my hands and knees, and then I just pop myself. I'll show you when I get done here. And I'll do a floor stretch again. I really like to stretch out my legs a bit better. So that's what I'll do. I'll stop it here, at 35 minutes. And then I'll do a floor stretch. Charles, I'll show you how to get out of my chair. And I'll show you how to get back in. I do need a mat though, because that's harder than butt, that floor. Oh, I see one right there. Okay, I got one. We have 2 minutes to go. I'm going to show you a chair to floor transfer and then a floor to chair transfer. The best that I can. Especially after working out. Actually, you know, it was harder. It'd probably be harder to transfer my chair first thing this morning, like when I fell out on the floor, because all my muscles weren't warmed up. I didn't stretch previously. Basically just woke up like 15 minutes before. So I didn't have any energy. Didn't have anything to eat or drink. So yeah, it was tough getting back up in that chair this morning. Should be okay today, or now. 1 minute to go. That'll give us 35 minutes. Then we'll do a little floor stretch for everyone. Show you how I get in and out of my chair. Now, I don't do it often. I'll admit that, even at the gym. I don't get down out of my chair on the stretching mat like I should. I just find that the workouts I have, I'm absolutely exhausted. And if I know if I get on that mat, it's going to be hard to get back up my chair. I have to admit that. That and time. I honestly just don't take the time to stretch at the gym. All right, we'll see you later. See you later, B. I will catch you. 10 seconds. Here we go. Just going to start it out. Drag it out nice and easy. Little cool down. Get some water. Yeah, it was garbage day today. I had to replace my toilet. So I put that down outside to see if they would take my toilet. I don't know. We'll see. I seen one earlier, like last month. Somebody on the main highway had their toilet on the side of the road for garbage day. And then when I went by later that day, the toilet was gone. So either the garbage truck, he took it, or somebody was driving by and said, "Hey, free toilet," and then picked it up. So the reason why I got rid of my toilet was because I have a video where I fell off my toilet, where the toilet bolts, the anchor bolts let go when I was transferring, and the whole toilet tipped sideways. Thankfully, I was in the direction of where my bathroom counter was, and I was able to catch myself in the bathroom counter and push myself the toilet back level. But in the meantime, the back lid of my toilet fell off on the ceramic floor and shattered. So when I priced out a lid for that model of toilets, that toilet was like 16 years old. It was going to cost me more to get me a lid for that toilet than it was to get a brand new toilet. So for a brand new toilet and to get someone to come install it. So I mean, I know a good guy, does work for me. Cash, so he came and put it in for cheap and the brand new toilet. So I had to get rid of that one. Okay, yeah, I got a video on that. You want to take a look at my toilet fail? All right, so let's get this. Okay, shut that off. Now I'm going to go and do a floor transfer. And do some stretching on the floor. I'm going to try to do this position. I got to get a mat though, because floor is a bit harder, but we're going to try to position. Try to get the camera back a little bit too, so you guys can see. Let me see if I do this. Whoa, almost dropped the computer. Okay. That should be good, hey? Let's see here. There you go. Let me know if you can see. Okay. Let me see here. Let's get up a little bit. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that's pretty good, hey? You guys see all right? So I always, like I said, it's good to have a mat because, below my injury, I don't have full muscle tone or sensation. So I'm going to be careful when transferring on to different surfaces so I don't nick myself or cause any kind of pressure sores. It's the last thing you want is pressure sore. Okay, so when I transfer from my chair onto the floor or stretching mats at the gym, I basically just go like this. I put my brakes on, okay, and then scoot my butt to the edge of my seat, and I'll hold on. Maybe you can see here. I can see. There, yeah, this is better. So both sides of my chair, I'll hold on here. I'll hold on here. So I got a broken brake on this side here. I don't have a brake. It broke. So I'm going to try my best to keep my chair. So here we go. So I'll scoot my butt to the end of my chair. And you can do tricep dips out of this position too. I often do that when I'm doing supersets at the gym. You can do tricep dip right from the chair. Tricep dip like that. It's good. So yeah, so basically that's what I do is I'll lower myself down. I'll lean my back against my seat cushion, lower my hand down, and pop down like that. And then take my brake off and move my chair over. I'm just going to do some floor stretching here. And this here is one of my favorite stretches. Oh, that and when you do the child's pose stretch. I'd say the child pose stretch is probably my favorite because it gets all my back, lower back, my quads. I'll do that here too, but do the cross-legged stretch. That's awesome as well. Oh boy, did I really ever need this again? Okay, now I'm going to flop my legs and reverse my legs and do that stretch again. Oh gosh, that's good. That feels good. Now, I had an elastic band. It's over there. I won't be able to get that. But I use the rubber a resistance band. Charles, I use one of those as well to do a lot of stretching when I'm in my wheelchair for my upper body. But I don't use it when I'm on the floor. Yeah, I could. But when I'm on the floor, it's mostly for my lower parts stretch out. Okay, so now I'm going to flip around. Give my hips a stretch. Oh. I notice I'm grabbing under my knee, not on top. You grab on top of your knee, you're actually really just kind of putting force straight down, pushing straight down into your abs. If you're underneath, you're actually getting a better stretch in through your glutes and your hamstring. Here, you're just getting more of a stretch in your glute when you push down on top. That's what I was told anyways by a physio. So I'm just repeating that. I'm no personal trainer. I'm not a physio or an OT or anything. It's just been around the block a few times. I'm going to change my hat. And pick up things. I usually hold my stretches for a good like 8 to 10 seconds or so. Hat won't stay on. Now you can see I can move my legs. It's because I'm an incomplete T12 spinal cord injury. So I got injured right here on my belly button, but it's an incomplete. So my spinal cord nerves, they weren't totally severed. So there's still signals firing through. I'm not 100%, I have most feeling until I get down to my calves and my feet. I can feel pressure and I can feel extreme hot and extreme cold. But my body will tell me if something's hot or cold before I can feel it. You know what I mean? Like my legs will start to spasm. I'll do a demonstration another day. So then I'm going to take my knees and I'm going to twist to the side. There we go. And when I put my knees to the right, I'm going to extend my arm out to get a bit of the shoulder and chest stretch as well as my hips. It's a good stretch. And turn your head the opposite way your knees are going. That'll give you a good neck stretch. Okay. You'll go the opposite way. Second, I got something in my pocket on my. So I can feel there's pressure on my hip because my pocket is a zipper right here, and I can feel that digging into my hip. So I got to adjust. So I don't want to get any cuts or pressure sores. There we go. So thankfully I can feel, like I said, pretty much, underneath where I was injured, I can pretty much feel everything. Some spots more than others, but it's basically my calves. I can't really feel in my feet. Okay, then I'm going to go do child's pose. Oh, you know what I said I was going to do too? I said I was going to do a push-up challenge. Should I start that? No, actually I'm very lucky there too where I don't get any pain. Oh, I'm going to stretch right out first. No, I don't get any pain. Now, I do have, I'd say like annoyances. Like, here's a child's pose, guys. Oh, this is a good stretch. I'll explain here in a second there, Charles. I don't know why I keep calling it James, man. My apologies on that. Should I start my push-up challenge now? Since I'm on the floor. Typically, I'd have my braces on to help support my toes and my ankles. What time is it? Well, I'm going to do a couple anyways. Just on my toes. See how it goes. Yeah, that hurts my toes. But you can do push-ups on the knees too. There's nothing wrong with those. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to jump back up on my chair there, Charles, to show you how to do it. And like I said, push-ups, I always like doing push-ups on my toes. And but I usually have my AFOs on because that helps supports my ankles at 90. degree angle, so I'm up on my toes upright. But without my braces, my toes, even my sneakers on, they bend, and then I'm not really stable. I rock back and forth, and I can feel the pressure on my toes, and it kind of hurts that way. But that's the kind of pain I have, is like if I do something to myself. So okay, so what I do to get back up in my chair, James, if I'm on the floor, I'll and I don't put my brakes on, so because I kind of bring it and scoot the chair under me as I push up and transfer my butt on, I kind of scoot it underneath me. So basically, I'll hold here on one side of my chair. Here, I'll take these off. Take side guards off. I was going to take side guards off too, so you don't hit your butt on them. Scrape your sides. So I'll pull a chair like this, and then I'll push up and pop in like that. There we go. So I don't like putting my brakes on when I'm transferring into my chair, so I can have that give to pull, kind of pop it underneath my butt. That's just the way I've always been doing it. I was taught at the rehab. Here, actually, I'm going to go back down and show you this, Charles. The way that I couldn't transfer before, or I still can't transfer. Okay, I'm going to get down onto the floor, put my brake on. Pop down. Now, the way I was told to transfer, or was trying to get taught how to transfer to my chair from floor to chair at the rehab, standing capacity, was this position, like this, and then I don't know how, I still can't do it to this day, because my chair does sit up pretty high, and my arms aren't really all that long. Like I'm a tall guy, 6'1", but I don't have the longest arms, but I don't know how they wanted to go like this, and then pop your butt up like that. There's no way I can do that. Unless my chair was, like I said, 3 inches lower. I just don't have the leverage to pop up. Even with my cushion off, I wouldn't be able to do it. But then again, I'd have to transfer off and put my cushion back on, right? So I don't know how they do it. I'd have to have some major leverage here, like a box or something to hold up to push up. But there's no way I'm getting my butt up there like that. So anyways, I'll go this the way I always go. And it's what I've been doing since day one for transferring. If I fell out of my chair or if I was doing any kind of stretching on the floor. Yeah. Pop up. Yeah, tell me about it, man. That's tall pop for sure. Still today, I can't do it. 24 years later. I mean, there's no way. I mean, I could do some modifications. Like I could have like a little box beside me. Like I have an amplifier for my electric guitar. Maybe if I brought that over, I'd get more leverage to pop up. I could do it. But if I was out in the middle of the street, if I fell out of my chair, yeah, it would be. I would not be able to do it that way. I just don't find it feasible. I just do it the way I feel best to do it, right? So, and here's the resistance bands that I use for my upper body stretching. Well, that was good, gang. That was really good. I usually don't get on the floor to do any stretching in my workouts. These bands are awesome to travel with. I mean, I remember when I first started playing para ice hockey, I was playing for a team out of province. So we didn't have a team here in New Brunswick. And I had these in my hockey bag. And before the game, and there's really no warm-up time or anything like that, but before the game in the dressing room, before we're getting dressed, I pulled these out of my bag, and I started stretching. And one of the guys started laughing at me. He goes, "Well, look at you." You know, and I was like, I didn't quite understand. Like, well, don't you stretch? That's what I was kind of thinking. Like, I stretch before every sporting event that I play, every game, I do a little stretch, right? But he kind of got a chuckle. But then I said, "Hey, I got an extra one. Do you want one?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he had two of these bands. So I gave him one. He was a paraplegic as well. So I don't know. It's good. Got to stretch to protect yourself, and get those muscles warmed up before, stretched out, and then after too, do a little stretch before you cool down. I might do actually body pump tonight at the gym. Then go back out and finish off with some chest. So body pump, if you don't know what that is, I get some workout videos of body pump. It's for me, it's a full body workout. But for me, I focus more on the upper body because the lunges and the squat track I don't do, obvious reasons. I go out into the gym during those tracks and do ab work. And each track is like 4 to 5 minutes long, and it's all high repetitions. That's low to moderate weight and high reps. So you're never stopping for that full 4 minutes, 5 minutes, however long that song is. You're just pumping. And so I focus on there in that class. I'll do chest, shoulders, back, biceps, and triceps. So I'll get, and I don't know how many reps that is in total, but I think if you do the whole class, you're looking at like 8 to 850 reps in a 50-minute period, something like that. It's so we're getting a good 600 reps in 45-minute period, and then you do your abs. Then I'll do the ab track if I feel up to it, because in between the tracks that I don't do, like the lower legs, I'll go to the gym and do my own ab workout. Sometimes I'll skip that ab track and just go out to the gym and continue on. So yeah, I had something I was going to do and tell you, but I forget now. Oh yeah, I was going to maybe do the body pump class tonight, because like once you get in there, you just do it. It's just like once you're in there, you're locked in, right? There's no dilly-dallying. You're hitting those tracks. There's no rest. Within a track, you'll do probably like in between 3 to 4 rounds. And at each round, you might have 3 to 5 second break just to shake it out a little bit. Then you pick those weights back up and you start pumping again, right? I got videos on it, early on videos that I did, the body pump class. But yeah, definitely for upper body, you can do it all the way from your wheelchair too, because you're using lightweight to medium weight. I've seen guys go in there with their girlfriends and they load the bar up with these massive weights. Like they put 2 big plates on and they're like, yeah, I'm big, I'm muscular, I can do this class. Because the majority of the class is female. And anyway, they get the ego. They don't check their ego at the door. They come in with it and they get not even halfway through the class. And then literally I've seen this where these big muscle bound guys come in like, oh yeah, I have this. Halfway through the class, they just happen to leave and they don't come back. Seriously, I've seen that more than one occasion. And then I've seen the guys who do actually get an ego check and they start taking the weight off. They're like, holy man, this is tough because you have so much volume, right? And if you're out in the main gym, a lot of people don't work volume. They work weight. They set their gains, right? They go for their personal gains, which is cool, it's all different for everybody, what you want to train and how you want to train, right? Everyone has different goals. It's all good. But I just find it funny when you get these big guys that come in that class thinking that body pump, it's, whatever, I'll do it. Girlfriends wants me to come and do it, I'll do it. But they get a check. They get a checkup from the neck up, that's for sure. Because it's not easy. It's a great workout. All right, we're going on about an hour. And me rambling on and working out. I'll go out. I'll take you guys out to the kitchen. I'm going to show you my crash site this morning. Put you on my lap. Go for a ride. I'll show you my crash site. I tucked away the extension cord so I wouldn't do it again. 8 o'clock. You don't have much time. So you got to get to work. So basically, there's the extension cord on the floor, and it was sprawled out over there to the sprawled out from the TV to the that chair where that water bottle is. And I came around the other side of the chair, zooming around, see if there's any garbage. And I came around between the chair and the storage unit there, and hit the extension cord and flipped right out of my flipped out of my chair onto the floor. And that bug, where's that bug or spider? Oh, there it is. And I see the spider up there. So, and my son, he heard me. His bedroom's right over there. He said, he came out, I don't know, 20 minutes later. He's like, did you drop something on the floor? And I'm like, yeah, me. I said, I flew out of my chair. He's like, oh. He goes, oh, sorry. I thought you just dropped something. It's like, no, that's okay. I did a little stretch. So I'm going to just throw on a coffee and quickly make some eggs here. I got to get changed and signed in to work. Get the pan warmed up. And this time, I'm going to put K-cup. See what I didn't do before? I messed up the buttons. Oops. This big thing. Whoops. There you go. All right. Let's do that. You're very welcome, Charles. You're very welcome. If you have any tips for me or want me to try anything, let me know. I'm always up to trying. I'm an open book. If you have any questions on anything, the way I look at it is if I can help somebody from my experiences, that's what I'm here for. And K-cup. I won't forget it this time. I'm really curious to see if the garbage truck is going to take my toilet that I put out there. I hope so, because I don't want to bring my toilet back in. I have to take it to the city landfill. Might not be enough water. Let's see. Oh, I need a cup. Jeez. That would have been messy. Get my egg whites. I'm going to throw some eggs in there. Wash my hands off. So this is basically my morning routine after, get up in the morning, get the kids, make sure they're up, get them out the door for school. And then I'll do my cardio workout and then make some breakfast. And then I log on and work away the day. So I put egg whites. I don't put a whole lot in. I can judge it now. I usually put like a quarter cup in of egg whites to give it some more volume. And again, I didn't cut up any broccoli or anything like that, or have any peppers cut up. I'm really slacking on that. Usually I'll cut up some peppers, some onions, some broccoli, spinach. I love spinach in my eggs. And so I'll have the egg with the egg whites, and I'll have a banana in my coffee for my post cardio meal. And then again, around 10 o'clock or so, I'll go have another bite to eat. 12 o'clock, I'll have a small, decent sized lunch snack before I work out. And then my post workout meal, which is usually rice and chicken or fish or beef and broccoli. Gotta have pepper on your eggs. The fire spatula. Let's see. There's my egg. So you get quite a bit with the egg whites in there and not the calories. I mean, I was eating, gosh, up to at one point I'd have 2 eggs in the morning and 2 eggs at noon. Like when I was working at the office, I'd boil eggs. Sometimes up to 4 eggs at noon, depending, for my lunch and other stuff. And my cholesterol was sky high. No, I shouldn't say it was sky high. Sorry, my doctor said I have high cholesterol. I'm on that borderline where I could take medication to decrease it, or I could change my diet. So I said, okay, I know what the problem is. The thing is, I'm eating up to 6 eggs a day, whole eggs a day, and I don't eat fast food. I don't enjoy eating, McDonald's or Burger King or any of those foods. I mean, I feel gross, and I get really mad because, they have a nice big fat juicy hamburger on the picture, but when you get it, it's a squished down thin patty, which is garbage. I'd rather come home and barbecue a nice real beef burger, right? And put all the good fixings on it the way I like it. So that fast food junk, sure, it could be tasty, but just really disappointing. Fries that you get, you don't get as much fries as you used to get. So to me, it's a ripoff. Buying that. I will get Subway if I'm in a pinch. I'll get Subway. I do like Subway, but that's as far as I go for fast food. And where the heck was I going with this? Oh yeah, eating a lot of eggs. So the doctor said take a pill to reduce your cholesterol, or you can change diet. I said, well, I know what I got to change. I got to stop eating that many eggs a day. So I did. I reduced my egg intake, and I added more egg white and 1 whole egg with egg white. And it's been fine ever since. Fine ever since. No high cholesterol. Looking for a spoon. I always like to add a little sweetness to this French vanilla. It's not bad for you. It's got hardly anything in it. So I just put a little dab of that French vanilla creamer in it, just to give a little bit of taste. So I don't like the black coffee. I was never a big fan of just black coffee. So I just like to put a little creamer in it. Oh, this egg is done. Turn that off. Get a plate. There we go. Got my coffee. Got my egg. And my banana. So there's my breakfast. This will have for breakfast here after my workout, my cardio. Like I said, I didn't do any hard cardio either, right? So just mostly my heart rate up a little bit and get everything worked out and warmed up for the day. And that's it. And I got my water bottle. I got everything I need to start work, which is right now, 8:15. Okay, gang. Charles, we will chat later. Like I said, if anyone has any questions or any new exercises they'd like me to try out, any questions on anything at all, I'm open book. Whatever I can do to help you, I'll do it. So, Jen Bear, huh, Shane? Hey, how you doing? Jen Bear. Nice to see you. And just closing off right now. I got to go get to work. I'm actually just 1 minute past the time I'm supposed to log in. Um, but thanks everyone for popping in. I really appreciate it. Like I said, any questions, put them in the comments or fire me another message on YouTube in the comments or whatever. And we'll see you next time. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. All right, take care and keep rolling. Peace.